You wake up in the morning and feel stiff getting out of bed. Your legs shake a bit when you stand from your favorite chair. Opening a jar takes more effort than it used to. These aren't just signs of aging. They're signals that your muscles are quietly disappearing. Here's what most people don't realize. After 70, you lose muscle faster than ever before. Not because your body forgot how to build it, but because it needs a different kind of fuel. The same protein sources you relied on for decades might not be giving your aging muscles what they actually need. The fitness industry loves to push eggs and whey powder. They're not wrong about protein being essential, but they're missing something crucial. There's a vegetable protein that builds muscle more efficiently in older bodies. It's cheaper than eggs, easier to digest, and it works with your aging metabolism instead of against it. Before we dive deeper, I'd love to know more about you. Drop a comment telling me your age and how your strength has been lately. Do you notice changes when climbing stairs or carrying groceries? This helps me create content that actually serves you. And if you want to stay strong and independent well into your 80s and beyond, hit that like button and subscribe right now. Let's get into this. Your muscles are living tissue that constantly break down and rebuild themselves. Think of it like a building under renovation. Every single day, old muscle fibers get dismantled. New ones get constructed. This process is called muscle protein synthesis. When you're young, this happens automatically and efficiently. But after 70, something changes. The construction crew gets slower. The building materials become harder to absorb. Your body becomes what scientists call anabolically resistant. That's a fancy term meaning your muscles don't respond to protein the same way they used to. Research from McMaster University shows that adults over 70 need up to 40% more protein per meal to trigger the same muscle-building response as younger people. It's not that your body is broken. It's that the signaling pathway between protein intake and muscle growth becomes less sensitive, like a radio that needs a stronger signal to pick up the station clearly. Here's where it gets interesting. The type of protein matters more than the amount. Your digestive system after 70 produces less stomach acid. Your intestinal enzymes work more slowly. Your kidneys process waste differently. All of this means certain proteins become harder to handle. Animal proteins, especially from eggs and dairy, can create more metabolic stress on an aging system. Studies published in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who consumed primarily plant-based proteins showed better markers of kidney function, lower inflammation levels, and similar or better muscle mass retention compared to those eating primarily animal proteins. The key isn't avoiding animal protein entirely. It's knowing which plant source gives you the most muscle-building power with the least digestive burden. But here's the problem most people face. They think building muscle requires expensive supplements or complicated meal plans. They believe plant proteins are weaker or incomplete. They've been told eggs are the gold standard, so they keep eating the same foods while their muscles continue to shrink. The real issue isn't about eating more. It's about eating smarter. Your body after 70 is dealing with chronic low-grade inflammation. This inflammation blocks the signals that tell your muscles to grow. It's like trying to make a phone call while someone's jamming the signal. Animal proteins, particularly when consumed in large amounts, can increase inflammatory markers in older bodies. They require more digestive resources to break down. They create more metabolic byproducts that your kidneys must filter. None of this is terrible in moderation, but when you're trying to rebuild lost muscle, you want every advantage you can get. There's a hidden villain here that nobody talks about. As animal proteins break down in your digestive system, they produce compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These molecules accelerate aging at the cellular level. They stiffen your arteries, they damage your kidneys, and they interfere with muscle protein synthesis. The more AGEs circulating in your system, the harder it becomes to build and maintain muscle. Plant proteins produce significantly fewer AGEs during digestion. They come packaged with fiber that slows absorption and keeps blood sugar stable. They contain phytonutrients that actively reduce inflammation. And one particular plant protein source contains all 9 essential amino acids in ratios that are nearly perfect for human muscle tissue. That source is soy protein. specifically whole soy foods like edamame, tofu, tempeh, and soy milk. Before you roll your eyes or worry about outdated myths, let me walk you through exactly why this works so powerfully for older bodies. I'll cover several options, and I've saved the most impactful combination for last. Don't skip ahead. First, let's talk about leucine. This is the most important amino acid for triggering muscle growth. It's like the foreman on that construction site, telling all the workers to start building. Eggs contain about 0.5 grams of leucine per egg. You need to eat at least 5 eggs to hit the threshold that triggers muscle synthesis in older adults. 1 cup of cooked edamame contains 2.1 grams of leucine. That's more than 4 eggs worth, with only 190 calories, 0 cholesterol, and 8 grams of fiber. Your body absorbs the leucine from edamame at nearly the same rate as from eggs. But the edamame comes with additional compounds that enhance the muscle building effect. Within 2 to 4 weeks of adding edamame to your daily routine, most people notice easier movement when standing up from chairs. Your legs feel more stable. The shaking or weakness starts to fade. This isn't imagination. It's your muscle cells responding to consistent, high-quality protein signals. To get the most benefit, eat edamame as a snack between meals. Steam them lightly with a pinch of sea salt. Aim for 1 to 2 cups daily. Split however you prefer. Some people eat half a cup mid-morning and half a cup mid-afternoon. The spacing helps maintain steady amino acid levels in your bloodstream. Second, consider tempeh. This is fermented soy that contains 31 grams of complete protein per cup. The fermentation process does something remarkable. It breaks down the complex proteins into smaller peptides that your aging digestive system absorbs more efficiently. It's like getting pre-digested protein that requires less work from your stomach and intestines. Tempeh also contains probiotics from the fermentation. These beneficial bacteria help restore gut health that naturally declines after 70. A healthier gut means better nutrient absorption overall. Better absorption means more of that protein actually reaches your muscles instead of passing through unused. Studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults consuming fermented soy products showed a 23% improvement in protein utilization compared to non-fermented sources. That means your body wastes less and builds more. You get better results from the same amount of food. Most people report improved grip strength within 6 weeks of adding tempeh regularly. You'll notice opening jars becomes easier. Carrying shopping bags feels less straining. These everyday strength improvements directly correlate with increased muscle mass in your hands and forearms. The best way to eat tempeh is to slice it thin, marinate it briefly in a mixture of tamari, garlic, and a touch of maple syrup, then pan fry until crispy. Eat it alongside vegetables and whole grains. Aim for 3 to 4 ounces 3 to 4 times per week. This provides sustained protein intake without overloading your system. Third, look at tofu. 1 cup of firm tofu contains 20 grams of protein and only 180 calories. But the real magic isn't just in the protein content, it's in the mineral profile. Tofu made with calcium sulfate provides up to 860 milligrams of calcium per cup. That's more than 2 glasses of milk. Why does this matter for muscles? Your muscles contract using a calcium-dependent mechanism. Without adequate calcium, the signals between your nerves and muscle fibers weaken. You might have plenty of muscle tissue, but it won't fire properly. It's like having a powerful engine with a weak battery. Everything looks good on paper, but performance suffers. Additionally, calcium plays a crucial role in muscle protein synthesis itself. Research published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition showed that calcium intake directly correlates with the rate of muscle recovery and growth in adults over 65. Low calcium means slower recovery, which means less progress from your efforts. Within 4 to 8 weeks of regularly eating calcium-set tofu, you may experience better balance and coordination. Your muscles respond more quickly to movement signals. You feel more confident navigating stairs or uneven ground. This happens because both the protein and calcium are working together to optimize neuromuscular function. For best results, choose firm or extra firm tofu. Press out excess water by wrapping it in a clean towel. and placing something heavy on top for 15 minutes. Then cube it and bake it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes, flipping halfway through. Season however you like. Eat 4 to 6 ounces daily, either as a main protein or mixed into other dishes. Fourth, don't overlook soy milk. 1 cup of fortified soy milk provides 7 to 9 grams of complete protein, plus vitamin D and B12, both of which decline as you age. Vitamin D is essential for muscle function. Low vitamin D levels are strongly associated with muscle weakness and increased fall risk in older adults. Vitamin B12 supports the health of your motor neurons. These are the nerve cells that send signals from your brain to your muscles. Without adequate B12, you can have strong muscles that don't receive proper commands. The result is poor coordination, slower reaction time, and increased injury risk. Common benefits include reduced morning stiffness and more energy throughout the day. Many people find that replacing regular milk or coffee creamer with fortified soy milk leads to noticeable improvements in how they feel during the first few hours after waking. This happens because you're getting easily digestible protein first thing, which kickstarts muscle protein synthesis for the entire day. Drink 1 to 2 cups daily. 1 cup with breakfast is ideal because it breaks the overnight fast with high-quality protein. This signals your body to start building, rather than continuing the breakdown that happens naturally during sleep. Some people also have a cup as an evening snack, which can improve overnight muscle recovery. Fifth, experiment with soy protein powder. This is the most concentrated form, providing up to 25 grams of protein per scoop with minimal calories and virtually no carbohydrates or fat. It's perfect for older adults who struggle to eat enough food due to reduced appetite, which is common after 70. The key advantage of isolated soy protein is its digestibility. The protein has been separated from the fiber and other components. This makes it incredibly easy for your system to absorb. Even if your digestive function is slowed down, you get maximum protein with minimum digestive stress. Within 3 to 5 weeks of adding a daily protein shake, most people report less fatigue when walking and better endurance during everyday activities. Your muscles have a constant supply of amino acids available for repair and growth. This prevents the breakdown that typically happens between meals when protein intake drops. Mix 1 scoop of unflavored or vanilla soy protein powder with water, soy milk, or blend it into a smoothie with berries and a banana. Drink it within 30 minutes after any physical activity, even if that activity is just a walk around the block. This timing maximizes the muscle building response. If you don't exercise regularly, have it mid-morning or mid-afternoon to bridge the gap between meals. Now here's the most powerful option of all. Combine these foods strategically throughout your day. Don't rely on just one source. Your body responds best to varied protein intake that provides sustained amino acid availability. Start your morning with a soy milk smoothie containing half a scoop of soy protein powder and some fruit. This gives your muscles an immediate building signal after the overnight fast. Mid-morning, have a snack of steamed edamame. This maintains elevated amino acid levels until lunch. For lunch, build a meal around tofu or tempeh, with plenty of vegetables and a whole grain like brown rice or quinoa. The combination of protein, fiber, and complex carbohydrates provides sustained energy and steady muscle-building resources throughout the afternoon. Mid-afternoon, have another small portion of edamame or a cup of soy milk. This prevents the protein gap that typically happens in the late afternoon, when most people go 5 or 6 hours between lunch and dinner. That gap is when muscle breakdown accelerates. For dinner, include another serving of tempeh or tofu. Add healthy fats from avocado, nuts, or olive oil. These fats slow digestion slightly, which means the protein releases more gradually into your system. This supports muscle synthesis even as you sleep. Research from Tufts University showed that older adults who distributed their protein intake evenly across 4 to 5 meals per day gained significantly more muscle mass over 12 weeks compared to those who ate the same total amount concentrated in 1 or 2 meals. It's not just about the total, it's about the timing and distribution. Following this pattern, you could easily consume 80 to 100 grams of high-quality plant protein daily without any digestive discomfort. That's well above the recommended amount for muscle building in older adults, which is about 0.5 to 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. For a 160-pound person, that's 80 to 112 grams daily. Let me explain the biological mechanism at work here. When you eat protein, it breaks down into amino acids in your digestive system. These amino acids enter your bloodstream and travel to your muscles. Inside your muscle cells, they trigger a complex signaling pathway called the mTOR pathway. mTOR stands for Mechanistic Target of Rapamycin. It's the master switch that tells your cells to start building protein. When leucine levels rise in your blood, mTOR activates. It recruits ribosomes, which are the cellular machines that actually assemble amino acids into muscle protein. More mTOR activation means more protein assembly means more muscle growth. The problem in older bodies is that mTOR becomes less sensitive. It takes a stronger signal to flip the switch. That's why you need more leucine per meal. Soy proteins provide that concentrated leucine dose. But they also provide something else important. Soy contains compounds called isoflavones. Isoflavones reduce inflammation by blocking certain enzymes that promote inflammatory responses. Less inflammation means mTOR can work more efficiently. It's like clearing obstacles off a road so traffic can flow smoothly. The muscle-building signals reach their destination without interference. Additionally, soy proteins help balance your hormone levels. As men age, testosterone decreases while estrogen can increase due to an enzyme called aromatase that converts testosterone to estrogen. Soy isoflavones modulate this process gently. They don't increase estrogen. They help maintain a healthier balance, which indirectly supports muscle maintenance. This is completely different from taking hormone medications or supplements that force your body into unnatural states. Soy works with your natural biochemistry. It optimizes what's already there, rather than trying to override it. That's why the effects build gradually and last as long as you maintain the eating pattern. Contrast this with the approach most people take. They eat a big protein-heavy breakfast with eggs and bacon. Then they go hours with little to no protein. Their mTOR pathway spikes briefly in the morning, then goes quiet for the rest of the day. Meanwhile, cortisol rises from stress and lack of food. Cortisol actively breaks down muscle tissue. By evening, they eat another large protein-heavy meal, often with red meat or chicken. But by this point, their digestive system is tired. Absorption is poor. Much of that protein gets wasted. They're overloading at the wrong times and underfeeding at the critical windows. No wonder they lose muscle despite eating plenty of protein. The plant-based approach spreads intake evenly. It provides consistent building signals. It reduces inflammation instead of increasing it. It supports digestive health instead of stressing it. And because these foods are less calorie-dense than animal proteins, you can eat more volume, which helps you feel satisfied without overeating. I received an email several months ago from someone named Gerald, who shared an incredible story. He was 74 years old and had been losing strength steadily for about 5 years. He couldn't play with his grandchildren anymore. Getting up from his recliner required pushing off with his arms. He felt old and helpless. Gerald told me that after starting to include tofu and tempeh in his daily meals, along with regular edamame snacks, he began noticing changes within the first month. Small things at first. His legs felt less wobbly when standing. His grip was firmer when shaking hands. He had more energy in the afternoons. By the third month, he could stand from a seated position without using his hands. He started going for short walks with his wife again. They'd stopped walking together years ago because he couldn't keep up. Now he was suggesting they go farther. At 6 months, Gerald wrote that he'd gained back noticeable muscle in his arms and legs. His pants fit better through the thighs. He could carry multiple grocery bags from the car in one trip. Most importantly, he felt confident in his body again. He wasn't afraid of losing his balance or being too weak to help around the house. When he reached out again at 1 year, Gerald described playing tag with his 5-year-old grandson, actually running, not just walking quickly. He said he hadn't run in over a decade. The joy in his message was unmistakable. He ended by saying that changing his protein sources gave him back years of his life. He wished he'd known about this sooner. Stories like Gerald's aren't unusual. They're the predictable result of giving your body what it actually needs. Your muscles want to stay strong. They want to function. They just need the right materials and the right signals. Soy proteins provide both in an easily absorbed, inflammation-reducing package that works specifically well for aging physiology. You might wonder why this isn't common knowledge. Why aren't doctors telling everyone over 70 to eat more soy? Part of it is outdated nutritional education. Many healthcare providers still learn that animal protein is superior. They haven't kept up with the recent research showing plant proteins perform just as well, or better, in older populations. Part of it is cultural bias. We've been conditioned to think of meat, eggs, and dairy as real protein. Vegetables and legumes seem like side dishes. This mindset keeps people locked into patterns that don't serve their aging bodies. Breaking free from it requires being open to new information and willing to experiment. The truth is, you have more control over your muscle mass than you might think. Yes, aging makes it harder, but it doesn't make it impossible. With the right protein sources, consistent intake throughout the day, and even light physical activity like walking or simple resistance exercises, you can rebuild and maintain muscle well into your 80s and 90s. Your body is remarkably resilient. It's designed to adapt and respond to what you give it. Feed it the right signals and it will reward you with strength, energy, and independence. Feed it the wrong signals, or feed it inconsistently, and it will continue to break down. The choice is yours, and it's never too late to make a change. Start small if this feels overwhelming. Replace your breakfast eggs with a tofu scramble twice a week. Add a cup of edamame as an afternoon snack. Swap regular milk for soy milk in your coffee. These tiny adjustments compound over weeks and months. Before you know it, you'll notice you're moving easier, feeling stronger, and enjoying activities you thought were behind you. Remember, building muscle after 70 isn't about looking like a bodybuilder. It's about maintaining the strength you need to live independently, to pick up your grandchildren, to travel and explore, to get through your day without exhaustion or fear of falling. That's what real strength looks like at this stage of life. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps me create more content like this that actually makes a difference in people's lives. Drop a comment below telling me your age and whether you've ever tried any soy-based proteins. Have you noticed any effects on your strength or energy? I read every single comment, and your experiences help shape future videos. Most importantly, take action. Don't just watch and forget. Choose one thing from this video and implement it this week. Maybe it's buying a block of tofu and trying it baked with your favorite seasonings. Maybe it's picking up some frozen edamame at the grocery store. One small step starts the journey toward a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Your muscles are waiting. They're ready to respond. All they need is the right fuel delivered consistently. Give them that and watch what becomes possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.